Viewers, Assalamu alaikum. Today we are going to talk about the second part of the articles, and that is called the. Some people call it the and some people call it the, and both pronunciation are right. Let's move forward. When we talk about there are certain rules we have to keep in our mind. Number one, the can be used before the names of the rivers. For example, the river Indus, the Spike River, the Mississippi River, the Nile River, the Volga River, the Ravi River, the Jhelum River, and many more. So whenever there will be the name of any river, we are supposed to put the in front of it. Let's move to the second rule. Second rule says that before the names of the oceans and seas, when we talk about the oceans, we have to put the, and when we name any kind of the sea, we have to name it. Then we are supposed to use it the. For example, the Indian Ocean, the Black Sea, the Red Sea, the Pacific Sea, the Atlantic Ocean, the Arctic Ocean, and the Caribbean Sea. Let's move to the third rule. It says before the names of the trains, means when we talk about the particular trains, not only the train but the name of any train, we are supposed to use the with it. For example, the Alamo, there's missing the, so there's the Allama Iqbal Express, the Tezcan, the Green Line Express, the Night Coach, the Bulan train, the Shanawaz train, etc. Let's move to the rule number 4. It says before superlative degrees of adjectives, means whenever there will be superlative degrees of adjective, we are supposed to use the in front of it. For example, the best, the most hardworking, the cleverest, the ugliest, and the most beautiful. Similarly, whenever there will be superlative degrees, we are supposed to use the with it. Let's move to the rule number 5. It says before the names of ships or aeroplanes, we can use the before the names of ships and the aeroplanes. For example, the Pakistan International Airlines, the Japanese aircraft carrier, the Shaheen Airlines, the Qatar Airlines, the Blue Airlines. For example, the Titanic. Rule number 6 says before the points on the globe are the direction. So when we talk about the direction or when we talk about the globe, we are supposed to use the with it. For example, the equator, the North Pole, the South Pole, the East, the West. Rule number 7, it says when we talk about anything which is unique in a geographical feature which is one and unique, there will be no any match, there will be no any parallel of it, unparallelable geographical features. For example, the Pope, the moon, the Shah of Iran, the earth, the sky, the sun, the Mars. Moving to rule number 8. It says before the names of magazines or newspapers, such as the Times, the Washington Post, the Kavish newspaper, the Jung newspaper, the Dawn, the Nation, the Express, etc. These were the 8 rules we learnt about how to use the. Let's move to the rule number 9. It says well-known buildings or works of art. So whenever the works of art is there, whenever the famous building name is there, we are supposed to use the. Few examples are here. The Empire State Building, the Taj Mahal, the Mona Lisa, the sunflowers. Moving to the rule number 10, it says the use the before the ordinal numbers, not original but ordinal numbers. For example, the first, the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth. And in this way, the first, second, third, fourth, if these numbers are called the ordinal numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, they are called the cardinal numbers. So whenever ordinal numbers are there, we are supposed to use the with it. Let's move to the rule number 11. It says adjectives which represent whole community, means adjective which represent the whole community. For example, we are supposed to use the with it. For example, the rich. So here we are not talking about a rich person, a rich man, but we are talking about the people, the group of the people, the community. And whenever the rich means, we are not talking about one person, we are talking more than that one person. We are talking about the whole community we are talking. So here the rich, the poor, the elderly, the unemployed, the blind, the deaf, the intelligent, the dull. Likewise, you can use many more adjectives, and if you use the before the adjective, it shows the whole community. Let's move to the rule number 12. It says use the to refer to something which has already been mentioned. Like on Monday, an unarmed man stole $1,000 from the bank. The thief has not been caught yet. I was walking past Bombay's bakery when I decided to go into the bakery to get some bread. There's a position available in my team. The job will involve some international travel. Rule number 13. It says use the in sentences or clauses where you define or identify a particular person or object, such as the man who wrote this book is famous. I scratched the red car parked outside. I live in the small house with a blue door. He is the doctor I came to see. Rule number 14 says use the with the decades. Decades means the 10 years. So whenever we talk about the decades, we are supposed to use the with it. For example, he was born in the 70s. This is a painting from 1820s. The 90s people were not interested in politics. The 16s people used to love human beings. Rule number 15, it says Use the with the clauses introduced by only. For example, this is the only day we have heard. We had sunshine all week. You are the only person he will listen to. The only tea I like is black tea. The only person can talk with you who knows you well. Let's move to the rule number 16. It says use the with countries that include the words republic, kingdom, states in their names. For example, she is visiting the United States. James is from the Republic of Ireland. The United States of America is worth visiting. The United Kingdom is a nice country. Rule number 17 says before mountain ranges. For example, the Himalayas, the Alps mountains, the Karakoram mountains, the Kirthar mountains. This is the end of the topic. Now our third part will be the omission of article. Till that, Allah Hafiz, take care.